So first of all, if you want to practice JavaScript, there are some online console for you to run, like JS Fiddle. Okay, this is a web console that you can use to use for writing a JavaScript. Let's say that I write here alert window dot alert hi, okay, and then run it. Where's the run button? Okay, so you can try, okay, here, or you install Node.js in your computer, okay. No matter Windows, Linux, Mac, you can all install Node.js, okay. I heard that the Windows Node.js is quite good. I heard that because it's a tailor-made shell, okay. I don't know how good it is, okay. I never use Windows, okay. But if you're including it into a web page, okay, so there are several options. You can include it in as an inline, okay, as an inline program that using script is enough, okay. Nowadays you won't change the language, okay. During my time we still have to specify script and the language equal to which kind of language, because in my time Microsoft want to share the market and they create a script called VB script. Okay, so I don't know whether is there any places still using it. Okay, so nowadays script is already understood that it's JavaScript. Okay, you can include it as a file. Okay, later on we will keep on using this again and again, including more libraries to your program, or you create a link. Okay, and this is a JavaScript protocol. Okay. Then you can launch something, okay? And by the way, this actually gives you certain variety in create something we call bookmarklets, okay? I don't know whether you have seen this before. I should have some bookmarklets here. Okay, I found it. Edit. Okay, so this is a bookmarklets. Okay, bookmarklets. There is a script and is make use of this feature that when you write JavaScript, you can embed JavaScript content as well as all the things inside the href, hyperlink reference field. Okay, so we just abuse this and create. Let's say you create something here. I don't know what is this because I download from Google. Okay, this is a bookmarklet to add a bookmark to the Google bookmark. How many of you are still using Google bookmark? No one, okay? I also know, okay? I just keep it here. So you can write a script here, and when you click, what will happen? Let's say you click it, then it will pop up something, ask me for, because it's Google service, okay? I don't continue, okay? So it's just launch something. Wow, you can see the code now. Wow, it's something like that, okay? So this bookmarklet. Okay, so yeah, I can skip it. And some people will also write script in this way. If you see people write script in this way, that means that he is older than me. Okay, so why is older than me? It's because of the supporting old web engine. Okay, so some old web engine will mislead that. What a day. Okay, I don't know what is script. Okay, then it will drive the rendering all wrong, okay? So you keep a comment for HTML, okay, so that all browser can skip it, okay? So that means that if you see this, it's very old code, okay? JavaScript has certain problem, okay, that in C you will aware of it, okay? Let's take a look at this program. What can you say about this program? Just treat it as C. Just say it as C. You don't need to know what it is, okay? This is a random, okay? And the random call, I just do something, put a random number inside, and when the input is 0, 0, I do something, on 0, I do another thing, okay? In C, if this function is written in C, what should you say about this?
What is the return function? Return type.
Yeah, return type. Return type is a problem, right? But how about JavaScript? JavaScript don't have return type actually. It allows you to write something like this. Okay, you can say that a function sometimes it don't return anything, sometimes return something. It's perfectly fine. Okay, so for this kind of a function implementation, although it's allowed, some browser want to give you warning, except from I find a lot and cannot find a way to block it. Okay, I can only find a way for Firefox. Okay, if you're using Firefox, oh, you are using Firefox, Danny, is that? You are using Firefox?
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. You are also using Firefox. Okay, so you can open the JavaScript options and turn it on. Okay, so that it will be saying that, oh, these two type doesn't agree. Okay. Also, try catch is really save your day. Okay. I love to encapsulate everything with try catch. If I download the codes from, let's say my staff. Okay, I have a staff working with me. Okay, he give me something. Okay, actually he gets some bugs. Okay, I want to show it. Okay. So that I will do a try catch, okay? So this script has a problem, right? What is the problem? You didn't initialize any variables, right? Then you will generate errors. So you can try that and catch the error without causing the entire JavaScript engine stop, okay? So variable is dynamic typing, so you can just call it var and then use any type you want, okay? And let's do a demo here. We don't go through one by one. I start. Okay, I'm so afraid I didn't start it. So let's go to my example page. Here. Okay, so there is a example, so you can refer to this link. Okay, so this is about some of the properties that you just have seen in the previous video. Okay, so the previous video already tell you something about the undefined. Okay, so what is the undefined? First of all, do you know that there is two type of thing? What is undefined? Okay, one is there, reference error, the thing is not defined. Make sure that you can separate these two concepts. Undefined is a variable without any values, and the value is called defined. Okay, and when the variable is not defined, then you will generate errors. Yeah, so brain damaging, huh? Yeah, that guy's already. How come? Okay. Yeah, so that. What is the outcome here? The outcome here, I just say that, oh, I variable, okay? I variable I created, but of course I'm using anti-pattern, okay? Doing the document.write is anti-pattern, but for demonstration, I put it there, okay, for myself, okay? Later on, I will tell you how to avoid not using this in order to write the content out, okay? But the anti-pattern means they are best practice for writing JavaScript, and anti-pattern means that this is basically not a good practice. So document.write should be removed from all your script. Okay, but for demonstration, I put it here. So the type of I, okay, and the I itself both give what? Give undefined. Okay. So my right here is set undefined. Okay, perfectly fine, because I didn't carry any values and I didn't initialize this to whatever type. So it's set undefined, and the I itself is also undefined. Good. But and other stuff is the J. The J doesn't exist. So make sure that you classify these two errors. Okay, of course the undefined is not an error, it's a way to represent a value. Just like now in C. Okay. Then what's next? Next is even something more horrible. Okay. What is now? What is now? Okay. So I have a program called typing. Okay. So first case, what is first case that I want to play with? Okay, again, is I. So we have played with that, is undefined. Second case, null. Okay, so in C, what is null? Null. 0, right? In C, null is a defined value, is 0. In JavaScript, what is null? Second line. What is null? Yeah, and this is the output from the second line. It is an object. Null is an object. Okay. So yeah, so we have two ways to represent something which is empty. If it's talking about object, we will use null. If you're not talking about object like an integer or something like other things, you will use undefined. Okay. So it's not the hardest part. Okay. Then we go to that JavaScript web, something like that. We have I equal to null, and then null plus equal to 2.2. Okay. Yeah, what is that? Yeah, the null is an object. Object plus 2.2 is a string. It's a string. I don't know why. Don't ask me, okay? Sorry, a number. Number. Oh, then I know. Okay. Yeah, string. Then I don't know. Okay. Number. Okay. Then here I continue extend it. Now make it become a string. Number plus a string is a string. Next, the famous anonymous function. Okay. So this is called anonymous function or function literal. Okay, literal means a constant. Okay, so you can define a function without a name. You used to say that a function with a function name and then bracket parameter list. Now this time is a function without a name, parameter list. So happen to be empty. You can have more. Okay, and why in this way? And make I become type function. Okay, and what is more, you can even do this to call it. Okay, so you can do the following using a JS fiddle. You can do is var x equal to function. Okay, put a I here. Okay. And then you console.log that I, okay. Then you can say x, and then hi, okay. Then run it. Then you will write a log, okay. But console.log you cannot see anything, so I change it to alert. Run it. Then you will see hi here, okay. So this is a very typical example in using JavaScript. Now, they are all tried. Now, there's a really important aspect that you may not understand or may never heard of. We call it variable hosting. It's a problem, not a feature. Okay? It's I should say that JavaScript treat it as a feature. I consider it as a problem. And not a bug. You can complete running this program. Okay? So what this program is doing? Can you spend 1 minute and take a look? The highlight point are the point that I want to know what should be the value that get printed. Or you can type it using a JS fiddle to print it and try. Okay. Yeah. It's totally stupid, huh? The number one stupid thing is the red guy. The red guy should fail. I think no one would disagree with me, right? The red guy should fail. How about the green guy? What do you think? The green guy. The green guy, I have a k variable or not before I execute this? No. So you will say that it is not an undefined value, but a variable not defined. Right? How about the pink guy? Pink guy, In C++, in Java, not C, okay, C is another story. Yeah? C++, Java, what should you say about the pin guy of a K variable? It should be wrong, right? Java say that whenever you create a looping variable inside the for loop, it's only survive within the scope of the function loop body, right? Now I execute the code. Woo! Does it sound great? Yeah, the code is the same, okay, as I zoom in, okay. So the S1, S2 are just the padding, okay. I do the following, even if true, okay. What should you do, okay? The first line, J. Oh, sorry. I pressed the wrong button. Okay, J appear, good, because J is defined. How about the K? K, you didn't define it, but it exists. And carrying value undefined. It's not an exception saying that you didn't define it. Next, if you think that here you can access the K, why not here? Okay, so inside the loop you see all the K. Here, when K go out of the loop, value is 10. So here you see the value is 10. Colorful. How about I? The I variable is still here, nothing. Okay, so still 0. The J is still cool. Okay, but even though the J I define it inside the if true block, I can still touch that and get its result equals 0. What happened? And down there is something that we understand, okay? What is that something we understand? Is when I call the function, there is no I variable before I call it, and after I call it, it shouldn't be any I variable because the I variable is inside the function. Yeah, that's why JavaScript is just mind-blowing and not mind-blowing, it's brain damaging, okay? Totally brain damaging, okay? So how can we explain this feature? Okay, it has a name called variable hosting. It means that it's only happening inside function, first of all. It's not executing in global scope. Global scope don't have this problem. When you execute something inside the function, you can imagine the cases like this. JavaScript will first parse the function and understand that what are the variables that will be used to serve this function and create them. Okay? And create them. Once you understand the function is syntactically correct and know that how many variables there, okay? Then what's next? Next, if there is no initialization value, set undefined there. Okay? Once you execute down to that, let's say the J, the I pass the initialization for I, then I eventually print the J, okay? J, then I print the value of J, there's no problem. Okay? So JavaScript function is like this, and this creates tons of bugs. Okay? Especially you love to use the variable, the I, the J, the K, keep on using it again and again, okay? Then you will introduce unnecessary bug. Okay? So you can try. It's always work if you implement that thing inside a function. Okay? Anything you want me to try? Or you try by yourself? Okay? Variable hosting. Very stupid, huh? Others are some objects type. The primitive type, the number, the boolean, the object. Okay. So, talking about object, I want to do the following test together with you. to see how deep you understand JavaScript. Okay, so if you find that these functions or this demonstration are awful, that's good. You are still a normal human being. Okay. First, demonstration. Okay, I also think that it's very awful. It's just treating you guys. Okay, so let's say that I create an object called coordinates. I want to create an object called coordinates, and how can I? Okay, good. Coordinates. Okay, so every JavaScript box will tell you to do the following. If you want to create an object called coordinates, you have to create a constructor for it. Oh, sorry. You know I'm teaching year 1, okay? Sorry. Yeah. Whack. Okay. Then you will do this. Right? Just like Java. This means your object, internal variable or instance variable, whatever name you want to call. Okay? Then you will do the following. var object obj, I call it obj, new coordinates. 1, 2, let's say. Okay? So for a good object, we have to implement something for printing. Okay, so I create a printing functions equal to console.log, no, alert, maybe alert. Okay, print x and then y, not good. Like this. No, should we have a this? This. Okay, so that I can do this. Any problem? Should be no problem, right? Run. 1, 2. Beautiful. Now, what is not beautiful is what is this? What is that? Can I call this? Can I do this? What do you think? The new part is okay, right? Every JavaScript book say that this is the way to create an object. And this are the way to create instance variable as well as instance methods. Then what is the last line? Okay, so let's try. First, I have to open the console so that you see whether there is a JavaScript error. Okay, so when there is a JavaScript error, you will see those 1, 2, 3 error pops up, right? Okay, so JavaScript console ready. JSP should be okay, yeah? Run. Go. 1, 2. 1, 2 is okay because 1, 2 was the previous stuff. Now I execute the new stuff. Any error? No. No, but what's that? What is that? Okay, so let's do this. How about I do this? Alert. This. To verify what I have just created or just done. Okay? So let's do it. So you will expect that once I call the constructor, I will have one alert. Then I have a second alert from the printing. The third alert when I call the constructor alone. Okay? Let's go. First is an object. That is the object that I just created. No problem. No problem. Second should be the printing. No problem. What is the third one?
Okay.
Window. It's window.
Wait, this height.
Yeah. So what does that mean, huh? Okay, so let me clear a concept. There is no constructor in JavaScript. Don't call it constructor. You just rely on that function, and that function is a blueprint. Blueprint, okay? So what is the meaning of blueprint? The blueprint containing the this, that means that I will create an object based on this blueprint. This blueprint say that I have this top x, then later on I create that object will have a field called x. That's it. They are the blueprints. So they are just a function. You cannot say anything about it. Just a function. You cannot say this is a constructor. The new keyword means follow this blueprint. That's all. So you can have anything inside. It just don't stop you from creating that object. And what's next is, how about you just call it? When you call it inside a browser, the environment that you are running is inside the window of the browser. This is pointing to the window of the browser. So that's why. That's why. Okay? So this is about the object, how horrible it is. Okay? Yeah. How many of you still get lost? Okay? If you still get lost, okay, welcome to type this program again and again to create some variations, okay? By the way, I will continue this thing. Now, I have just called this function, okay? I have just called this function. What this function is doing, this function is having the this dot x equal to x. So what is this dot x? It means if that property called x doesn't exist in that object, I give it a new properties. Now, after I execute this function in the last line, why I don't get any error from the this dot x, this dot y, this dot printing? Why? Because now execute it. First line, no problem. First line is the constructor alert. Second line is the printing from the object, 1, 2. Third line is the window. Now the fourth line is the new one. 1, 2. Well, 1, 2 is sucks, okay? Let me change it into move on. Okay, we move that alert. The alert is so bugging, and I comment this printing, run. Yeah. So what is this? This is context sensitive. Depends on the context. You are executing the thing, treat it as a blueprint, then this is talking about the object that you're going to create. If you are just like what I've done, I write it as a simple functions and call it. The this is always referred to Windows, and you can modify window by adding a new field. And that is how jQuery gives you the $sign if you have used jQuery. jQuery is actually adding the new field onto the window. Okay, so if you don't believe in me, you can try. Let's say I clean up the JS Fiddle now. Okay, clean up JS Fiddle, and yeah, how can I clean up? No way. I want to create a new stuff with the jQuery capability. No, okay, forget about it. Let's use my course homepage. Okay, so my custom page has jQuery. So what I'm going to do, I use inspect element, and here type something, window $. Yeah, the $, when you include the jQuery source file, people tell you how to include it, right? Once you include it, it's actually adding the $, object in as a property of window, and this is how people load the library into your browser. Okay, if you have used other libraries like the underscore, okay, so there will be have a window underscore. The QuickQ library also like this. Okay, so this is something that well, to me is it's 101. Okay, it's a very basic stuff. Okay, but when you learn JavaScript by yourself, okay, and read some books without clear explanation, then you will get lost. Okay, and once next week is doing, the next week I will finish the remaining part, and then I will extend the previous example. Yeah, I delete the example. Yeah, sorry. Okay, that means the object. Okay, the object, the coordinates. Okay, I will continue to explain what is this coordinates dot prototype. Whenever you define a function, let's say the function coordinates xy, okay, let's say it's empty. Actually, you can access dot prototype. So what is that? What is that means I alert, okay, print it out. What is that? Is that access or is it undefined? Like what happened? It's undefined. Zoom in, okay. No, it's there. A function has a property called prototype. And what is prototype? Okay, so I will explain it as well, because whenever you access some of the open source project, okay, they love to use prototype a lot. Okay, because this prototype is a very, I mean not very, but a best practice in modifying the blueprint. Okay, how to establish a good blueprint by using the prototype property. Okay, it just spent 20 minutes more. Okay, after I finish this part. Okay, cool. So it's time for me to stop, or we cannot stop. Okay, I'll continue and don't stop.